still at it?
I'm a vet, not a squaddy.
I hate to be a pedant, but you're not a vet until you qualify. You've missed a bit.
And it's a funding review, not a court-martial.
The LW will want to see where their money's gone, so get to it.
Oops, sorry.
I'll check on the Lioness.
If you just move that over.
Danny, they're interested in our work, not our feng shui.
I just want everything to be perfect.
Caroline, I left my dirty pants in the kitchen, okay?
You left your up. Have you forgotten that JLW are coming? The review?
What review?
Stop winding him up.
But it's so easy.
Oh, forgive me for caring.
You don't think we'll have any problems, do you?
What's this?
Oh, there's one over there as well.
Huh?
Oh, what happened to them?
Well, it's hard to say. You better get them brought in and do a post-mortem.
Me?
Yeah, I've got to go to this review. I'm the sort of figurehead.
But I'm not a vet, remember?
Yeah, well, just try not to get blood on the walls. There's a good girl.
OK, the house is clean and tidy.
As clean and tidy as it's ever going to get.
We've scrubbed the clinic.
I cut the lawn with a nail scissors.
Have you checked on the elephant?
What elephant?
What do you mean, what elephant?
Anders, stop it.
All right, I will track the elephant as previously instructed.
And you better keep Cassidy in your bedroom.
What for?
Because a three-legged cheetah doesn't really portray the right image.
And if you don't drag a comb through your hair, you can go in there with him.
All set?
Yeah, spotless.
Right, well, I better get going. And you should...
I know.
Abe the Sergeant Major or old Danny Hubbard, I can't think which is worse.
Do we have enough?
I think you're missing something.
Not here.
Liv, there's no one around.
Yeah, but there will be very soon.
Look, this is crazy, okay? We've been seeing each other for weeks now. When are you gonna tell Danny about us?
He's got a lot going on. I'm waiting for the right time.
Right. Like when the world's overtaken by highly intelligent meerkats, perhaps.
I'm gonna tell him. I promise.
Today?
Today. Once the review is over, I promise.
I don't want you to do anything, okay? I said it's fine, Max. I'll deal with it when I'm back. Well, it's none of your business. If I... send it to me, okay?
Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. Just some equipment that's going to be delivered late.
That's all?
Yep, that's all.
Yeah, what a pain.
Here we go.
Madeline, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, our pleasure to be here at last. No lions lurking in the house this time, I hope.
They found alternative accommodation, thankfully.
Can I interest anyone in a drink?
That's very kind. But I believe we talked about some kind of tour into the bush.
Yes, no, we can get on that straight away. Mr. Duplessis is already out there keeping track of an animal we'd love to show you.
Now, this is one of our real stars. We rescued her a few weeks ago from a zoo in Mozambique.
Ed's being modest. He found her, he made all the arrangements. Sadly, when she got here, she was really ill.
The zoo didn't even realize she was pregnant.
Ed nursed her back to health when we all thought it was impossible.
Oh, she did all the hard work.
Remarkable. Can I get closer?
I wouldn't.
Ed seems to be the only one who can get away with it.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
I'm just removing the liver.
We carry out post-mortems in the clinic on a regular basis.
These wildebeest calves were found this morning, stillborn, sadly.
We're just coming into birthing season. It happens sometimes. But we still need to check and find out why.
And now Rosie's going to slice deep into the intestines just to take a cross-section.
Yeah, you probably get the idea. Should we take a breather?
That sounds good.
Yes.
Are you okay to carry on for a minute without us? Rosie?
Yeah.
Are you okay to carry on?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
We'll collect all the samples and then send them to the lab and hopefully discover what's causing this.
You probably know we've been cutting back on charitable spending. In terms of recession, it's the first thing to go.
Yes, yes, we understand.
But this project is one of our top priorities. We want to keep the budget intact. In fact, we think it's high time we made our association with Leopard's Den a little more public.
More public, how do you mean?
We'd like to come back in a couple of days and present next quarter's check. Announce our partnership to the world.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, that's great news.
We'll leave you to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And relax.
Well, that was a lot of worry about nothing.
Our funding is secure. In fact, they want to do a PR thing with the next check. Rosie.
Oh, yeah, good, that's good.
What have you done here?
What?
You've sectioned the heart through the middle, so you can't tell if it was a ventral or atrial septal defect.
Oh, well, I thought...
Whoa, Rosie,
sorry.
careful.
Don't breathe it in, it's carcinogenic.
Don't worry, I'll wash it down.
So you'll have to start again with the other car.
Well then, why don't you do it?
Rosie. Rosie! I'll have to go and talk to her.
It's all right, I'll go.
No, it's my mess. I'll sort it out.
You all right? You know what's wrong with Rosie? Bloody charming.
What?
I'm sorry if I upset you. It really wasn't my intention.
I know, I'm just a bit sensitive right now, that's all.
Do tell me to mind my own business, but is there something wrong?
I got a call this morning. I failed my module in veterinary pathology. I have to retake, and if I don't pass this time, I don't qualify. I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was.
Hello? Anyone there?
When I was at college, pathology was my best subject.
Rub it in, why don't you? Oh, well, I best front up and tell Dad.
Won't you be disappointed?
He's my dad. Must be used to that by now.
Oh, come on, Rosie. You never struck me as a loser. How about you don't tell him?
What?
Now, I can tutor you. You'll pass the course with flying colours, because I really am very good. And Danny need never know.
You do that?
Yeah. You are every bit as good as you think you are. You just need a bit of reminding.
Thank you, Ed.
Hey, Ed, there's someone... There's someone to see you.
Who is it?
She didn't say. Everything all right?
Why wouldn't it be?
Fiona?
Hi, Ed.
Oh, sorry.
This is Rosie Trevanion.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Fiona.
So how do you know each other?
I'm his wife. You haven't told them about me.
This is Fiona Lynch. I once had the enormous misfortune to be married to her. Happy?
Ed, please. His wife?
I didn't come all this way to sit here in silence, Ed.
Then why have you come?
Paul and I broke up.
I'm devastated to hear it.
Don't be cruel, Ed. It doesn't suit you.
Cruel? You dare sit there and talk to me about cruelty?
I didn't come here to open up old wounds.
Not kind.
Or to hurt you anymore.
Why did you come here, Fiona?
Because I missed you. Because I wanted to see you.
You're something else.
It's true. You can believe it or not, but it's true.
Well, now you have seen me. You can go.
Ed Lynch, married. Are you sure?
That's what the man said.
She's very attractive.
I know. How did they end up together?
Gabby didn't tell anyone he was married.
Ed likes to come over all uptight and cold, but there's a lot more to him than that.
I still think he should have said something.
These things can be difficult. Sometimes you want to tell people, but it's never the right time.
Maybe we should all get on.
He's coming.
Fiona and I, we separated about 5 years ago, though we never finalized a divorce. We separated because she ran off with one of my wealthier clients. All very classy.
Sorry to hear that, Ed.
She'll be here for a few days to get over the journey, and then she'll be going home. Any questions? Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a post-mortem to be doing.
I'll talk to him.
Unbelievable.
Ed Lynch, married.
So you did say you cheered to me. No time like the present.
I don't need any misplaced sympathy.
I'm not offering any.
Fine. Join me.
I know how difficult marriage can be. My husband and I, we're getting divorced.
I'm sorry to hear that. Was this anything to do with the exam?
Probably, yeah. Definitely. I don't exactly feel like studying when your marriage is falling apart.
Have you told your father?
Not yet, I'm just waiting for the right moment. I just don't want him to think less of me, you know?
Rosie. You okay?
Sorry. I just wanted to know where I'd be staying.
I've no idea. Ask Caroline.
It's just so bloody odd.
Well, obviously, he didn't want to talk about it.
I thought he'd trust us by now.
Me too.
Married. I mean, it's something you mention, isn't it? It doesn't exactly slip your mind. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention I'm married. It's weird.
Damn it.
What is it?
Her breathing's shallow the way she's standing. I think she's in labour prematurely.
Something we can do?
Yeah, just leave her in peace. If it's quiet and dark, she'll be less stressed.
I'll get some shade cloth.
It's rather dusty, I'm afraid. But we've been busy with a rather important review.
Oh, it's lovely, thank you.
Good.
You must think I'm mad, turning up out of the blue like this.
No, it's really none of my business.
I just wanted Ed to know that finally I understood some of the pain I caused him. You know, not that it was all one-sided. He worked a lot and...
Forgive me, Fiona, but Ed is our business partner, and I would like to think our friend. And I'm just not comfortable talking about him behind his back.
What does it matter now? How arrogant of me to think he'd still be nursing a broken heart. Why shouldn't he have moved on?
How do you mean?
Oh, the young vet. Rosie.
What do you mean, Rosie?
Well, she and Ed are together, right?
Rosie? Oh, no. No, of course not. Why on earth would you say that?
Because I walked in on them at the clinic and clearly they were together. That's why he won't talk to me.
Well, I've no idea what you think you saw, but I rather think you're mistaken.
I saw what I saw, Caroline.
The best way of handling the lower section is with a transverse cut right here. See?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Sorry, the lioness is in labour. Do you know where the shade cloth is?
It's under there. Everything okay?
Yeah, sure.
Anders, can I have a word?
Yeah, what?
Over here.
Well, what is it?
Fiona thinks that Rosie and Ed are in a relationship.
What? How? Why?
Well, because she saw them together.
But Rosie's half his age, and she's married.
I know.
Maybe this Fiona is just trying to cause trouble.
Well, that's what I thought too, but Rosie was arguing with Max on the phone this morning.
Huh?
I overheard them.
Well, married people do that.
Yes, I know, but she and Ed have been spending an awful lot of time together recently.
Now you mention it. They're very cosy down there, and I saw Ed in Rosie's room this morning.
What? You're only just mentioning this now?
Well, I didn't think anything of it. No, this is not... Look, he's old enough to be her father, and if he is, well, you know, I'll knock that slimy, grinning toad's head off.
Well, let's call that Plan B, shall we? We should find out if it's true before we do anything. Speak to Rosie.
No, you're right. Good idea. What, me?
Yes.
Why me?
Because I can't go accusing her of having an affair with Ed. It's just not on.
It's okay for me to accuse her. That's not fair.
Anders, life isn't fair. Get used to it, okay?
Hi. Came to offer my help, but it looks like you're all done.
We've got all the tissues for the histopathology and the frozen samples for the toxicology.
Good.
I thought I might head out and check on the elephant.
Sounds good. Can I come?
Well, that's nice. I should see to our lioness.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Yes.
Have you added stalking to your list of undesirable qualities?
You've got to, yes.
Hey. Hi. You all right?
No. The thing is, about you and Ed, I mean, we know
You know.
about what you're doing.
Did he tell you?
So it's true? Just keep it quiet, please. I'd rather Dad didn't find out. Thank you.
Did she just... I've got to go and talk to Trevanion.
We're close. Safer to stay in the car.
I didn't come here to sit in the car.
No, you came for a shoulder to cry on about your oh-so-sad breakup.
I came here to talk, to try and put the past behind us.
Talk all you want. I can't promise I'll listen.
How is she? No. She lost them both.
It must have been premature.
They don't look that small.
Maybe a genetic defect. Just nature's way.
Something we could have done.
I don't think so. Something on your mind?
Well, I was just wondering, you know, theoretically, if Rosie were with an older man...
Sorry?
No, I'm not saying she is or isn't. Just theoretically, if she were with an older man, maybe one who you work with.
Dub, what are you saying?
Rosie and Ed. They, well, you know, girlfriend and man-friend. It's...
Rosie and Ed? You've been at your hooch again?
No, it's true. Fiona saw them together.
But Ed's nearly twice her age. No, it doesn't make sense. And Rosie's a married woman. She wouldn't.
When last did you hear her talk about Max? Are you so sure this isn't possible?
I mean, I don't know. He did have a go at her this morning at the PM and then insisted on speaking to her afterwards. Rosie and Ed? No. No, I don't believe it. No. No way.
Say that 100 more times. It still won't make it through.
What?
You, in Africa. It's funny.
I'd live to amuse you.
Oh, you are as English as cricket and bunged up motorways. You look odd out here.
There she is.
Does she have a name? Rosie, maybe?
Sorry?
Oh, you just seem to care about her a lot. Thought she might have a name.
She's breathing quite fast. I think she's agitated, don't you?
I have no idea what an elephant looks like when agitated.
And she's pregnant. Any signs of distress aren't good. Now, she's got an injury to her leg. That's probably what's bothering her. I think I should take her in, just to be on the safe side.
I remember you telling me that it was a weakness in a vet to get personally involved with the animals.
I remember you saying, till death us do part. Come on.
What are you doing?
We're going to walk her back to the vehicle. And every so often, we'll throw some of these out the back. She'll follow us all the way. Oh, just listen to that. Huh? Just listen to that.
Danny, Vitani and I are a couple. Hey, Danny, so Vitani's my boyfriend. No big deal. Oh, come on, Liv, just do it.
The question is, how long? I mean, is this a recent thing? Or has this been going on right under our noses all the time?
That's enough, Dup. I really don't want to talk about this anymore. Have you heard this absurd rumour about Rosie and Ed?
I don't think it's a rumour.
And it's not that crazy. Stranger things have happened.
Unbelievable. He's way too old for her. What am I supposed to think about that?
Maybe be happy for them? Finding each other, say yes to love?
Say yes to love? It's good into you.
Danny. I thought I'd get her penned up for observation.
And it only took the entire afternoon.
Yeah, hours spent listening to your jabbering. What a pleasure that was.
Ed, could I have a word?
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to ask you something, and I'd like you to be honest with me.
Of course.
You and Rosie, are you keeping something from me?
Ah, that.
What? You mean it's true?
Yes, I'm rather afraid it is.
It's true?
I wasn't going to keep it a secret forever.
Well, I should think not.
Honestly, I didn't think it was such a big deal.
Oh, really? That's my daughter, Ed. What were you thinking?
What's going on?
Oh, you tell me.
He knows.
Dad, I was going to tell you. I just didn't want you to be disappointed in me.
You're a married woman. You're having an affair with the man I work with.
What?
Oh, that is preposterous. Rosie failed her pathology exam and needed help revising for the retake. That's all.
Is this true?
I failed because me and Max are getting divorced.
Rosie.
I didn't want you to hear it like this, Dad. But how could you think that Ed and I were...
Duplessis told me.
Caroline told me.
Fiona told me.
Oh, I should have known.
I was struggling to understand why a brilliant man like you would want to stay here. It made sense at the time.
You, I'd expect this sort of thing from. But I can't understand why you believed it, Danny. Frankly, I'm rather offended.
Well, it was you that were keeping secrets from me about my daughter.
She's obviously talented. I could have tutored her to pass without you ever knowing.
You don't get to make those decisions.
Yeah, you're right. From now on, I'll stay out of your life. And you lot can frankly stay out of mine.
Morning.
Morning.
You were wonderful last night.
Not funny. What are you doing?
Just taking bloods from the Roy cats. I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, me too.
Losing the wildebeest calves and then the lion cubs in such quick succession, it's odd.
Could be a virus.
That's what I was thinking.
As well as the blood test, we'd better do a post-mortem on the cubs. Pathology is all about being thorough.
Will do. Oh, and Ed, I am sorry for getting you in trouble.
Oh, Rosie, I was getting myself into trouble before you were born.
You're up early again. Doing a post-mortem.
Ed and I were lying awake in bed last night thinking. It's gonna run and run, you do know that.
What were you thinking?
Well, first the wildebeest calves, then the lion cubs. What if there's a connection?
But I hope there isn't, otherwise we're in real trouble. Listen, I am sorry, you know, about...
You were just being protective.
Yeah. Daft, really. Don't know how I could ever have believed that you and him and...
No, I don't know, maybe one day.
What do you mean one day?
Dad, you are so easy to wind up.
Listen, I don't want to pressure you into talking about it, but you and Max,
We just want different things. He couldn't cope with all the hours I was working. I got tired of him never putting in any work. He's not a bad man, Dad. He's just not the man for me. You realise you just put blood all over my shirt?
Sorry about that.
He's an overprotective dad. You said it yourself, he was furious over Rosie. He's gonna go crazy about us.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Can I have 5 minutes to think about that?
We're doing nothing wrong. We can't keep it a secret any longer. It would just make it worse.
Has he ever got violent? Like, really violent?
Has who ever got violent? You wanted to see me?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
After yesterday, I thought, well, Fatani's got something to say to you, Danny.
Yes. Yes, I have. The thing is, Liv and I, for some time now, have, in a manner of speaking...
I'm proud to say Fatani's my boyfriend, and I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Sorry if it's a shock.
Oh, no.
Danny, I'm sorry, man. I know I'm a bit older and I'm not of your son-in-law material, but...
What's going on?
Danny bet me 100 rand you wouldn't come clean for another 2 weeks.
You knew about us already.
Liv, even the less intelligent ostrich have figured it out.
But...
And I would never get violent unless anyone treated Liv badly.
That's never gonna happen, Danny.
I know that. Congratulations.
Dope, I'm sorry. I should have told you.
To show there's no hard feelings, I'm gonna let you tear up my bar tab.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Morning. Thought I'd find you here.
Come on.
You letting her go?
She seems fine. If she's pregnant, she'll be happier out in the bush.
I'm sorry, Ed.
For what?
You and Rosie. It was the only thing I could think of because I looked at this place and I just could not understand it. You just don't fit in here.
People change.
You really believe that? I hope you do.
Say what you come to say, Fiona.
I was the one who left Paul, not the other way around.
Oh, please tell me more about the man you had an affair with.
I realised I'd made a terrible mistake.
So that's what you come to say, is it?
I know you're a very proud man, and I know I've hurt you. But if there is any chance at all that we might try again...
You've left me without so much as a backward glance.
I know how it must have felt.
To answer your question, Fiona, no. There is no chance at all for us. You need to go.
I understand.
Good.
Ed, wait a second.
Hi. Fiona has something she'd like to say.
I'm leaving.
Rosie.
What I said yesterday, I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
To make it up to you, she'd like to offer her help.
Help.
Well, Fiona's a research pharmacologist. She says that with her assisting here, we could run the tests a lot quicker.
We're fine, thanks.
How much quicker?
I guess I'd say 5 hours at least.
If there is a link, we could save a lot of animals with the time that would buy us.
And before anyone asks, this is a freebie, a thank you for the accommodation.
Well,
Sounds perfect, thank you. We should go out on our rounds. See you later.
Right. What should we do first? You know, I really don't care if you like me or not, but for the record, I'm very good at my job.
Let's get started then.
Listen, about yesterday. Dan.
Breathing's laboured.
Internal hemorrhage?
Could be.
So what's he thinking?
Excuse me?
Well, whatever this is, it's affected a wildebeest and a lioness, carnivore and herbivore. If there's a link, it has to be a broad-spectrum pathogen.
Or it's hosted by the wildebeest and the lioness ate a carcass while she was in the wild.
Okay. Cross-species vertical transmission.
Could be. What?
Well, that's the wildebeest. Let me have a look at the lion cub. This test binds to the antigen estradiol A3, and the red colour, that's the reagent binding.
Which means positive.
which means raised levels of estrogen, as in off the charts in both animals.
Pulse is going through the floor.
Then we need to intubate her.
I was going to place an intravenous line.
She needs oxygen first.
I've actually written a rather challenging paper on trauma care in large felines.
Don't you think we should spend less time talking theory and more time actually fixing the large feline?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We need to find something these animals have in common. Something that would cross species and raise estrogen levels.
The Rycats are fine, but they've only just arrived, so maybe the problem's historical.
Do you have up-to-date records?
Yeah, of course. Every animal we've treated since the clinic opened.
Maybe we can find any underlying similarities between the wildebeest and lion populations and see what might be causing it.
We?
Don't worry, I'll help you with this, then I'll be out your hair.
Where is this bleed coming from?
Can't find it.
There's too much blood. There must have been gradual placental abruption, but the walls are intact.
There.
Right, I've got it. Just get the clamp on. Got it. That'll stop the bleeding.
Let's close it up. She needs to be monitored for a while.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Listen, what I was trying to say before, you know, I didn't mean...
No, we both said some stupid things yesterday.
Fiona got this way of pushing my buttons.
The people that we love always do. Oh, not that you and her. You know, I mean, I don't... I wouldn't presume.
Let's just get her back to the hospital, shall we?
Is she stable?
For now, how are you two doing?
Fiona found raised estrogen levels in both the calf and cub.
We went through all the old records and found several drugs that all populations of wildebeest and lionesses received.
So we're working through all the stored blood samples we've ever collected. We've arranged them into control groups, and each sample represents the effects of one drug on estrogen levels.
Very meticulous. Sounds like you, Fiona.
No, this is both of us, all the way. This one.
Which drug caused that?
That was a worming drug. Hitoxaphane.
So this is the culprit.
Well, it's impossible to say for certain right now, but yeah, it's our most likely source.
What is it, Dad?
The manufacturing company. It's JLW.
The people who fund you.
Yeah, they provide half our drugs for free as part of the finance package.
Has the elephant had this?
Yes, she has.
I'll go and get Duck to help us find her.
She looked fine.
You had no reason to keep her in.
While you're doing that, I'll talk to JLW.
What good's that going to do?
Well, if it is their drug causing this, they might be able to help us with the lab they have at their disposal.
They could work out how to counteract the effects.
They made hitoxaphane. No one knows it better than them.
I'll make the call.
Call? We'll be waiting weeks if you call.
Yeah, Danny's right. If we want an answer, we need to go and sit there until someone talks to us, which is what I am planning to do.
Well, we appreciate the offer, but one of us should go.
It's my field. I know how to talk to these people.
Well, I don't doubt that. It's just that they might not talk to you because you don't work here. Someone should go with you.
I'll go. Danny and Duke, they can track the elephant far quicker than I can, and I'm probably more at ease in the corporate world.
Right then, let's go.
You will find her.
Promise.
Fiona, I have to ask, you don't care about this project, so why are you doing this? Why are you helping?
Because it obviously matters to you. And you matter to me.
No. Too much has happened. I meant what I said.
She's been through here quite recently.
Ed's really concerned about this elephant.
Now, when we first met him, I never thought he'd care about an individual animal.
There's a lot more to our Ed than meets the eye.
Huh? Danny, there she is.
Oh, good work. Oh, no. She's lost her calf.
Poor girl. My heart breaks.
Good morning. Ed Lynch, Endangered Species Project. This is my colleague, Fiona. We're hoping to talk to someone from your laboratory as soon as possible, please.
Edward Lynch, Endangered Species Project.
Yes.
And Fiona, his colleague.
Fiona. Surname?
Well...
Lynch. Her name is Lynch.
How's she doing?
Resps have improved, but she's not out of the woods.
How many other animals is this drug going to affect?
Hard to say. If it is the drug doing this, then it probably only causes this reaction in certain circumstances. There could be a lot more cases, or none.
And the elephant?
Could be fine, or could be in a lot of trouble like this girl.
And you? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm here if you need me.
Thank you.
And this has happened to animals?
That we know of.
Huh. You know, I don't recall Hytoxophon having any contraindications for pregnant animals.
Well, that doesn't mean there aren't any. There could be another background reaction, but your drug is the common factor.
Yes, well, these things are sad, but unavoidable, as I'm sure you both know. Now, how is it I can help you?
We want the chemical breakdown of Hytoxophon and the trial reports, beta stage included. We'd also like the use of your lab and as many staff as you can spare.
Perhaps you'd like a free car thrown in too.
If you can't spare the staff, we'll do it ourselves.
I can't be handing out the composition of my drugs. That information is proprietary, has all the beta trials.
But we need that information.
I'm sorry, you just haven't presented any scientific evidence that Hytoxophon is to blame.
Why hasn't it been approved in America?
The FDA have very different guidelines.
Or they've found it causes raised estrogen levels, a fact which you've conveniently kept quiet.
It's a very serious accusation. Now look, I can see you're both very upset about your animals.
Don't patronize us. I've worked in laboratories all my life.
Well, then you know that there's nothing more I can do to help you.
You knew, didn't you?
Fiona.
You knew Hytoxophon was dangerous, and you released it anyway.
I have nothing more to say.
Did you really think people wouldn't notice?
If you'll excuse me, security will see you out.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm going.
So much for keeping calm.
Yeah. You know me.
Yes, I do.
You'll be pleased to know the lioness is back on her feet.
That's good.
What happened at JLW?
They knew. What do you mean?
They knew Hytoxophon had those side effects. That's why they blanked us and refused to help.
But that's... I can't believe they knew. You mean they were willingly selling a drug that affects pregnant animals?
Did Danny and Anders find the elephant?
Yeah, they did. I'm sorry, Ed. The calf didn't make it.
Did Danny and Anders know about JLW?
No.
They're out with the elephant.
Get them on the radio. Tell them about JLW.
Dad?
Where are you going?
None of your business. This place is doomed. What's one animal, more or less?
I don't understand.
Danny and I now can't do business with JLW. It was the only reason I'm here. Without their funding, this place is just another scruffy family-owned game park struggling to make ends meet.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because you like it here.
Even though I look ridiculous?
I didn't say that.
Do you know what, Fiona? I just don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. Just get out of my life.
That was a bit harsh, Ed.
JLW are bloody crooks. How could they do this?
The big question is, what's Ed gonna do now?
Ed? He's gonna pack his things and go somewhere else.
He might not.
He's not family. There's nothing to keep him here now. Take it easy. Daddy!
I need to check on her. She could develop an infection. We're gonna have to get some antibiotics into her.
Ed, it's Danny. Come in.
Ed, can you hear me? It's Danny.
Ed, are you receiving me? Ed Lynch, it's Danny.
What is it?
Look, we're having real trouble with your elephant.
She needs antibiotics.
Then give them to her.
She won't let us anywhere near her.
It's got to be you.
Just stop bloody talking and get out of here! What bloody time.
Hi. I put the antibiotic in this.
Just be careful, Ed. She's very distressed.
Nice work, Ed. That's good. That's good.
Just checking you have everything you need.
You needn't worry, I'll be gone in the morning.
Have you wondered to yourself what I'm doing with Anders?
No.
Liar. We're another odd couple. When we first got together, everyone thought we hadn't a snowflake's chance in hell of staying together.
Why are you telling me this?
I even, to my immense shame, thought so too. But Anders didn't believe it. He overcame every obstacle. And in the end, I thank my lucky stars he had that sort of courage. They'll find him out in the bush, keeping an eye on the elephant.
So, are we all agreed? We're back to square one. Where will you go?
Me?
Back to England?
The thing is, Danny...
You don't have to explain to me, Ed. Funding's gone. I know you've got no reason to stay here.
Well, that's not completely true. You see, what we've started here, it's worth more than just money. I think we should carry on.
You do?
You can't get rid of me that easily.
Well, it'll be a struggle. There'll be no safety net.
No. I think the three of us somehow will muddle through.
Just one thing, though. Tell us you haven't got any more wives hidden anywhere?
No, it's a fair question. I wasn't going to tell you, but there is just one more.
What?
Salt Lake City. She's a Mormon. Not sure it counts.
You are kidding. Very funny.
What's this?
This is a private party, or can anyone join in?
A private party.
I've got beer. Come on, Ed. I'll be gone tomorrow.
Gosh, got beer.
Here's to never a dull moment.
I got a better toast. Danny, Anders. The future.
The future. Whatever it may bring.